I did want to ask you something about them. We were talking about the platooning last segment and stuff like that, and I get it. I don't think this is a long-term answer for them. It's just something they need to manufacture because they got a lot of injuries. Right. I understand it. It's not great. But if we were just to go up and down the depth chart right now, what everyday players do you feel comfortable? Like we were talking about the Braves. I just want someone I can plug and play every single day. I look at the Dodgers. I look at the Rangers, the Braves. They got the Olsons, the Murphys, the Simeons, the Seagers, Betts. You want that kind of consistency. When I look at this Giants team, and when you look at this Giants team, Bonte, who are those guys that you say, you know what, they should be playing every single day?
Luis Matos.
Okay.
J.D. Davis. I'm cool with Patrick Bailey playing every day.
He's so damn good. You have to. Defensively, he's been the best in the league since coming up.
I've got to play him. I'm kind of leaning towards Thairo Estrada when he gets back.
Yes, the way he's been playing, you kind of have to.
I don't mind it.
Now, if he comes back and it still looks not the same, maybe you change, but I think he's earned that this season with how he's played.
Marco Luciano needs to play every day no matter what.
That's why it was so frustrating to see him get optioned down.
No matter what. Yeah. He needs to be in that lineup.
Yeah.
For the money I'm paying Mitch Haniger, he needs to play every single day when he gets back. He needs to be in that lineup. So it doesn't sound sexy, but come on. Give me some everyday players.
Okay.
All right, Jock Peterson can't hit lefties. I get it. Platoon him.
Still paying him, what, $20 million?
$19.6 million to be a part-time player.
It is what it is, I guess, in this day and age.
Michael Conforto, the money I'm paying him, he's got to play every day.
Yeah.
I'm going to see him every day in that lineup.
Yeah.
So, platooning, does it work? I guess it can. It's got the Giants to this point. It's working, but we're all waiting for things to come back down to earth, right? We're all waiting for that regression.
Yeah.
Especially with the way they've handled the pitching staff. You know, the bullpen. The bullpen has the best ERA in baseball.
Which is wild.
Wild, but they've also thrown the most innings in baseball.
It's pretty crazy because coming into the year, what was the narrative? It's like, oh, this is going to be the greatest starting lineup in the most depth, the starting rotation. Oh, my goodness. And then this bullpen, I don't know. And then it's the opposite. Yeah. It's like we trust two starters and maybe Ross Stripling lately, but it's mainly been Logan Webb, Alex Cobb, and a bunch of other pieces.
Conrad, this is an interesting one. Lamont Wade Jr., is he an everyday player? Can you put him in a lineup every single day? If a lefty's on the mound, can you throw him in there?
I would have said yes a month ago, maybe. But lately, he's just been struggling. Like, he went 0 for 5 the other day. He's been clutch. He had a home run the other night. He's been playing pretty well, but...
Lamont Wade Jr., remember 2021 when they won 107 games?
Yeah, I was at the Coliseum when he had a clutch home run and when they played him.
But remember his averages against lefties? It was like historically bad, right?
It wasn't good.
He had like 3 hits, I think, against lefties.
I remember that against the Dodgers, he almost had one, though. Did he almost have a home run? He just missed it. It was foul ball. Man, he was so good. Late night Lamont, man. And he showed that like early in this first half of this year. We're just like, man, this guy, if the NL wasn't so stacked at first baseman, we're talking about an all-star kind of a year. Right. But to your point, the last month or so, just been fading badly.
So Lamont Wade Jr., I'm going to look at his splits here. 2021 against lefties here, and he had 18 home runs. Lamont Wade Jr., where are you at? Where are you at? Wilmer Flores, everyday player?
I mean, he's been playing well, but is part of that because he does get days off, and they're keeping him load managed, and he keeps playing this way. Why change anything?
Yeah.
Because if you insert him now every day and he starts fading down, maybe it's just like, okay, what we were doing was right. Like, don't mess with the good thing. Mm-hmm. Maybe what we have in a good thing in Wilmer Flores.
If you had to ride with like Flores or Jock every day in the DH spot, I'm going with Flores every day there. And I also want to touch on Bailey really quick. I agree. I would like to see him in the lineup every day, but I feel like just the fact that he's the catcher, how demanding that position is. I think, was it like Fleming said it and Kapler said it too? Like, when they aren't playing Bailey, it's not because they're trying to keep him out of a bad matchup. It's because they got to keep the dude's legs fresh as the catcher. So I think that's... Yeah, I don't know if I put that as the same as platooning, but I mean, I do want to see Bailey in the lineup every day.
You got to find him rest. He hasn't played this deep into a season, or he has, but not like this. With this type of intensity against Major League talent, you do worry about him burning out at some point.
Yeah.
By the way, him throwing out runners, though, I don't know if he's going to be eligible for the Gold Glove, but that is pretty damn impressive. And teams continue to run on him.
It's like, since coming up, he has 6 more, I think, put out or throwouts the next guy, which is Shea Langoliers, who leads the league like 28 or 29, something ridiculous. But Patrick Bailey coming in just a few months ago and already being the best defensive catcher in baseball, I'm not going to say it's unheard of, but a few guys can do that. Like defensive catchers, like I think of, the past 20 years, the best, probably Yadi Molina, right? Outside, Buster's up there. Who else? Is Joe Mauer known defensively as that good? More of a bat, right, with Joe Mauer.
Right.
I'm trying to think of some other ones. Help me out here, 888-957-9570. But I haven't seen this since probably Yachty early on.
I'm looking at Lamont Wade Jr. splits versus lefties. 58 at-bats this year against lefties, 238 against righties, 13 hits, 58 at-bats, 224 average. The OPS is 631. So there's your answer there. In 2021, those splits are really rough. I got to pull this up because I remember it was bad. Oh, yeah, here it is. He didn't really play against lefties. 5 hits and 37 at-bats, 135 batting average, 389 OPS, 200 on-base percentage. So, yeah, he's not a guy who's going to bat against lefties.
No, not good. That's not good. So we're talking about right now, if you're just joining us, about guys you would like to see every single day as it pertains to the San Francisco Giants lineup. And I think it is. I think it's Bailey's. It's, the Matoses of the world. And, I'm not mad at Wilmer Flores. Just give him a shot.
It is impressive, though, as they improved to 5-5 against the Diamondbacks with 3 to play against the D-backs. Giants 51-13 when they score at least 4 runs in a game.
That's wild. When Big John came in, I saw the stat that Sam Lubman put on this rundown here, and it's a great rundown, Sammy. 51-13 when they score 4. That is.
Big John was happy to get that stat away.
He was.
It's JT now, guys.
Oh, yeah, JT.
Wow.
Who's a talk guy, not a text guy.
His birthday tomorrow, by the way.
Is it really?
It's his big 3-4, Johnny?
No, big 2-5.
Come on.
Name the age, subtract 10 years.
No. That's. I don't want to get into men versus women here. Men don't usually care about the age.
Guru does.
Let's just say it's around 30.
Guru has more problems to worry about than his age right now. Specifically Las Vegas.
So Big John's going to be out tomorrow. You taking a day off for your birthday?
I am. I'm going up to Chico, back to the old stomping grounds. Going to go golfing and float the river, and then also get into a little bit of debauchery.
Is that all you're doing in Chico? Yeah.
That's all I'm doing that I'm going to say over these airwaves.
Are people starting to move back to college right now? It's August 3rd, so maybe it's a little too soon, a couple weeks too early. Do people start trickling in up there, though?
Yeah. Next couple weeks.
Yeah, he's shaking his head like, yes, they start.
Well, you're bringing the lovely missus up there, though, right?
Yeah, and a couple good buddies that have never been up there and they're girls, so it should be an interesting time.
Shout out to lovely Tracy.
Yeah,
crushing
lovely
it.
Tracy. Yep. Psychology major, right?
Dude, that's
psychologist.
Scary.
Psychologist.
Doctor.
Does she analyze you, dude? Like that? I'm always worried about that if you're dating someone.
So we know who the breadwinner is.
Oh.
We know who the breadwinner is.
I don't typically have a conversation with her while I'm laying on the couch.
Okay. There you go. Different kind of conversation at that point.
Can she be the station therapist or psychologist?
I could talk to her.
That could be some big time money for her.
Hey, Kirk Cousins, the quarterback, doc. That was a huge part of it.
Hey, you ever see Billions when they got the psychologist in a firm?
Mental health is key,
Tracy,
Bonte.
man, you imagine Lubman sitting on the couch, laying on the couch with Tracy talking to him? And he's talking
she would have a field day.
Oh, my gosh.
Farhan Zaidi.
Psychoanalyzing all of us?
Farhan Zaidi sitting on the lap.
Oh, my God. That's actually a great idea. She could get,
I feel like she would quit that job after like 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, Mandy Hega's not paying much. It's like, look. We don't have the budget.
What session with someone here at the station would be like the one where she's like, no, I can't do this. I got to get out of here.
We'll have that on the other side. We'll
Steiny
have
for
that
sure.
answer on the other side.
Oh, my gosh. This is awesome. That's what's